Sure, here's a 500-word report on London in 1943, focusing on the historical context during World War II. In 1943, London was deeply embroiled in the Second World War, experiencing both the resilience of its citizens and the heavy burdens of prolonged conflict. By this time, the city had already endured the worst of the Blitz, a sustained bombing campaign by Nazi Germany that lasted from 1940 to 1941. Though the most intense bombing had passed, 1943 was still a year of hardship, vigilance, and preparation for the next phase of the war. One of the defining features of life in London during 1943 was the continued impact of wartime rationing and restrictions. Food, clothing, and fuel were tightly controlled, with citizens relying on ration books for essential goods. Victory gardens were common in parks and backyards, helping to supplement limited food supplies. The government encouraged frugality and self-sufficiency through propaganda campaigns like "Make Do and Mend" and "Dig for Victory." The city remained under threat from air raids, particularly from so-called tip-and-run raids, in which German fighter bombers would drop bombs on coastal towns and parts of London before quickly retreating. The fear of attack persisted, and air raid shelters and blackout regulations were still enforced. However, the frequency and intensity of bombings in London had decreased compared to the earlier years of the war. 1943 was also a year of increasing military momentum for the Allied forces. Although not directly on the front lines, London served as a vital command and logistics centre. The British government, based in Westminster, coordinated with Allied powers such as the United States and the Soviet Union. Plans for major offensives, including the eventual D-Day invasion of Normandy in 1944, were taking shape in war rooms beneath the city. Londoners continued to demonstrate extraordinary resilience. Despite shortages, bombings, and the absence of many men who were fighting abroad, community spirit remained strong. Women played a crucial role in the wartime workforce, serving in factories, civil defense units, and administrative roles. The Women's Land Army and auxiliary services also provided essential support. Culture and entertainment provided some relief from the grim realities of war. Theatres, cinemas, and dance halls remained open, albeit with blackout curtains and curfews. Radio broadcasts, especially those by the BBC, were a key source of news and morale. Songs like Vera Lynn's "We'll Meet Again" became anthems of hope. Politically, London in 1943 was under the leadership of Prime Minister Winston Churchill, whose speeches and determination inspired many. His resolve to continue the fight against Nazi Germany was unwavering, and he frequently addressed the public with powerful broadcasts that united the country. In conclusion, London in 1943 was a city marked by endurance, adaptation, and cautious optimism. While the scars of earlier bombings remained visible and challenges were ever present, the spirit of Londoners did not falter. The year was a turning point, not one of peace, but of preparation, unity, and hope for victory. If you need this in a specific format like a school report or with citations, just let me know.